Welcome back, fight fans, to another episode of BTR Boxing Podcast. And this is our Fight Week interview with Sajid Abid, who, Sajid, you came on our Ones to Watch show last year. We did a bit of a background into how you got into the sport or your journey into the professional side of the sport and your experiences so far. And it's been just over a year since we actually last had a conversation. And a lot's changed in that time. And now we're at a point where you're in a fight week, you're in Dubai. You're going on a card over there and you're fighting an undefeated fighter, essentially in the away corner this time round. So, first and foremost, tell me how things have been for you over the past year and then talk to me about how this experience has come along for you.
Yeah, so over the past year, we've introduced a new trainer to the team. So it's been good working alongside him. Bearing in mind, the last fight we had under such circumstances back in Jeddah, the result didn't go my way, like we discussed about. So we looked back on it and then we just started working on things like that last year now. The annoying thing is, which is the case of most fighters, is we've been pretty inactive. So the fact that I managed to get a fight on a bill like this again, it's a good way for me to show the improvement since the last time I competed. So yeah, I can't wait for one show.
So you're fighting a guy who's undefeated. Looking at his resume, he's not really been in anywhere near the level of quality as a fighter in your position at the moment. So, and it also shows you down as being the away fighter as well. So this is a completely different ball game for you. You're coming back, you're getting in the ring, you're trying to show your improvements, but you're going in there against an undefeated home fighter. How have you adjusted to that? How have you prepared for something like that?
Obviously he's recently fought, which has been a blessing for us. We use that to do our research on. So the only thing he had to research on me about was from like 2 years ago. So it's good in a sense, because if he expects me to be the same fighter I was 2 years ago, he's got a harsh reality coming his way from 16th of October. Looked at him, and we're going to be honest, we're not worried. I've trained hard enough to know that as long as I do on the night what I've been practicing, job's golden.
And talk about Amir Khan's involvement in all of this for people that might not know that this is actually going on this weekend, because I've not seen it to be well publicised for, say, UK fight fans, but I know it's more targeted toward fans in the Middle East and obviously building up the profile of boxing over there with the recent successes of events that obviously you've been involved in as well. So just explain a little bit about how that's come about and what Amir's involvement is in all of this.
Yeah, so he's more so co-promoting alongside Bill Dosan, who's the CEO of Super Boxing League. So they're really close, they're good friends. So with this concept of crypto traders also competing in boxing. So I personally think it's a pretty interesting concept, because it does bring a lot of other fans involved in the sport. So I personally think it's quite good. So I was approached about a month ago in regards to this. So one of the gentlemen who also helps run Super Boxing League, he just dropped me a WhatsApp message and was like, Saj, quick question. So you're fighting on the 2nd of October. How do you feel about fighting on the 16th of October as well? So I was thinking, mate, sign me up. I'm down for that. Next thing you know, he told me to Dubai. I'm like, you know what? Sign me up twice for that. Now we're here. Unfortunately, the fight on the 2nd of October didn't go through. It's one of those things where I understand being a difficult job. Come a day before the fight, we can have an opponent, so figured it'd be best to fly off and refund everybody their ticket money.
So it's an opportunity for you to get in the ring first and foremost, and get activity back up and running. It's also an opportunity to fight on a card over there, which is well publicised over there. Against, like I say, it's an undefeated fighter. People will take what they will out of that, and everybody's got box rec, and everybody can use it to see that. Look, he's not really fought anyone at your level yet, so people might make their own assumptions about how this fight's actually going to go down. But at the end of the day, this guy's got a following over there. Sachin Nautiyal, he's got his own little following developing over there, and it's an opportunity for him. So he's not just going to walk into that ring on Saturday night, and he's just not going to be there and lay over for you. It's about also him wanting to progress his career forward over there, make a little bit of his name for himself. And for him, you're probably the perfect opponent, because you're somebody that's from the UK, you're somebody that's got and a little bit of a name growing over here in the UK. So for him, that's an opportunity to take a scalp, and I'm pretty sure you probably won't have overlooked anything in preparation for this fight. And it's perfect for you in the sense that obviously if you win this fight, you can move on and you can start getting your activity up and going, and people can start to know who you are over in the Middle East, as well as raising your profile here in the UK. How have things been for you over this past 18-month period? We mentioned it before. We've talked about your fight in Jeddah, things not going your way, and then obviously we've had COVID restrictions that have hampered boxing. But boxing's back now. It's back full time. How has all that affected you, and what's your plan been going forward now we're back in full swing of things?
The good thing is that with the introduction of Dan Gray, my new trainer, throughout the past year, 18 months, I've been constantly training in the gym. So, like I said, we've been working quite hard to wait for an opportunity to come. So now we're here Saturday. Like I said, I'm not overlooking this guy. At the end of the day, we're two professionals trying to make a name for ourselves. So we're going to do everything we can to surpass the current level we're at. So I'm going in there, all guns blazing, basically.
Going forward from here, not to look too far past your opponent, win, lose or draw on Saturday night, is there a plan set out for your career moving forward?
So the thing is, it all decides on this fight. So depending on the result, me and my management, are going to sit down and decide at that point where we're going to go. At the moment, I don't want to be looking at this fight, so that is what the main focus.
So in terms of obviously you going over there, you're in fight week now. I know obviously you've been to the Middle East and you've spent time over there, as you previously mentioned to me. But what's the difference being in a fight week in Dubai than it is being here in the UK? Obviously being home comforts and all.
The thing is, obviously Dubai has a lot of temptations. You just want to go out, you want to eat a lot, you want to enjoy yourself. But once I'm in that mind frame where as soon as I finish the fight, I'll then focus on enjoying myself. Right now, it's the same mentality as I would have in the UK. I'm here to do a job. Once the job is over and done with, I can then enjoy myself.
Of course, well, that's exactly what you'd want to be doing over in a beautiful place like Dubai. It's great that you've obviously got this opportunity. It's great that you've taken it with both hands, and you mentioned to me earlier about obviously spending time with Amir, doing a bit of training with him. What's his mentality like at the moment? Going off topic for a moment, because I know there's a lot of talk of him having one more fight before he finally calls it a day, and this elusive Kell Brook fight, the one that everybody's wanted for about 5-6 years, seems to be what everybody's talking about on social media at the moment. Do you think it's any closer to ever happening?
See, the thing is, obviously, training alongside him and being with him, he's constantly bombarded with these kind of questions. So when I'm with him, we just want to not worry about the boxing side of things and just go along with training, just tick over. So he seems in good spirit right now. Training hard, looking in good shape. So I'm ready for whenever.
How much do you take away from working alongside somebody like Amir?
Honestly, even small things like making weight and things like that. Just talk to him. He has so much experience, so much knowledge to share. I'm being in a position to take anything from him in that sense.
Obviously, he's done so much in his career, from obviously winning a medal in the 2004 Olympics to being a champion in multiple different ways. He's got so much experience. He's one of them guys I don't think British fight fans will really appreciate until he's retired completely. And then,
of course not.
And then they'll recognise what he actually did for boxing during the time that he was in the sport. And I think it's great that you've had this opportunity to be around him and learn so much from him. And obviously the opportunity to fight on shows as part of what he's involved in. So it's perfect that you've got that affiliation. And it's great that you've got an opportunity, as I said previously, to fight in a different country, to put yourself on a different stage. And you've mentioned you've not overlooked anything. You're not overlooking the fighter. It's all about going in there, getting the activity levels back up, getting this win, and then moving forward with your career after Saturday night.
100%. Like I said, that's my main focus currently. Anything past 16th of October, I'll worry about once 16th of October is done.
So finally then, Sajid, any guys that you want to give a quick shout out to, any sponsors, anyone that's been supporting you in the lead up to this particular fight that have helped you, give them a shout out now. Let them know who they are.
Yeah, 100%. So JS Tiling from Derby, very local tiling company that have been supportive. Even before they even sponsored me, they used to come to my fight quite regularly. So they've been a massive help. I've got the body therapist. He's my recovery dude. So I go to him every time, any aches, anything. And also my food prep company, my meal cook. They've done a good job making sure I'm staying in shape. Not to forget Egyptian Collections. They've done a good job making these t-shirts alongside Ringwall UK. So yeah, they're all there to support me, and I hope they do. Well, I hope I do every single one of them proud from fight night.
That's it. Well, good luck. I'm really looking forward to seeing how you get on. Looking forward to catching up with you again after the fight and seeing where this takes you in the aftermath of it. So best of luck, stay safe, and we'll speak to you again soon.
Awesome, Sean. Thank you.